age groups, both boys and girls. We were looking at it last night, the coverage of it even. You've got the Future 150 on hand, providing great, excellent coverage of everything that PrimeTime Sports is doing, and it's all credit to PrimeTime Sports.
Absolutely. Put on a great tournament. This thing has been so well run. And over the course of these days, we've called 11 games twice, 10 games yesterday. We've never gotten out of here late. We've been out early every single day, and that's just a testament to this tournament crew and the way this is run, and a traveling violation by the TrailBlazers. They started off well. Fort Bend Blazers Dawgs, though, hitting some outside shots, getting a couple of transition baskets, and now they're leading the way. Dribble drive inside, spin move, and it was stripped away from Tollett. Now a loose ball. Dakota Thompson picks it up for the Blazers Dawgs. He's going to fire a three in the corner. No, but he got fouled. It's the second team foul against the TrailBlazers, the first on Kyle Burford. And Dakota Thompson takes a trip to the line. First one is off the heel, no good.
Josh, we've got a three-man crew here for this Sunday action on all courts.
Second one is good. And just to clarify, Thompson's foot was on the line when he took that shot, so that's why there was only 2 free throws. It was not a 3 attempt. So 11-6, the early lead for the Blazers Dawgs. And yeah, Steve, to touch on that point, that is really impressive. What other youth basketball tournament can you go to where there's 3 officials once you get this deep into the tournament? They want to make sure they get everything right. Really impressive from PrimeTime Sports. That's a lot of officials when you think about it, because there's over 20 courts that are going today. Drive inside, and the basket, and a blocking foul. Foul is going to be charged to Dylan Miner. That's his second personal foul, the third team foul. And Taz Sherman, Steve, is off to a pretty hot start in this one.
Yes, he is. Already with 8 points. It's been impressive behind the arc and also going to the basket.
Completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Apparently he only knows how to score in threes. Hit 2 3 balls from the left wing early. And with that three-point play, ups his team's lead to 8. They're still bringing the pressure. Good job that time to split it. Here's Innie, kick out. Right side three-pointer on the way. That is just a bit too short off the hands of Kyle Burford. Hard pass inside. They were looking for Bryce Piper, who had just checked in, and it just got past him.
That was a sharp pass there by the TrailBlazers, just a little off the mark. Those long passes, that's what you're looking for defensively, the full court press.
That ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the TrailBlazers as the jumper would not fall for Jackson Carswell. Adrian Munoz not on the floor for the TrailBlazers. He's the only player to score thus far. Here's a 3. That one's short. Offensive rebound is there, though. Nice kick out to Burford to save it. Burford's going to spin inside. His layup goes down. Good move inside by Burford. Used his body as a shield and got the bucket. Here's a 3 from the left side for Javon Dantzler. His second basket. He's got 5. And the lead continues to swell now for the Blazers Dawgs. And just like we talked about in the early going, Steve, sometimes you're going to have some groups that are a little bit stacked as the 3 ball goes down from Jackson Carswell. Remember, these Blazers Dawgs did not win their group. Now, I'm not saying that they're clearly the better team here by any means, but they're playing well early, and just the fact that they've reached this point, only 8 teams reached this point. There's more than 8 groups in this 9th grade boys division, yet they're still able to reach this stage.
Well, and if you're one of those teams that isn't a group of death or pool of death, as we want to call it, then you're getting experience early against really good squads that'll set you up. If you're able to advance out of that and move on to one of these championship brackets, that gives you a better chance moving forward because you've already faced some stiff competition.
That personal foul was on Nate Beatty. It's the 4th team foul early against the TrailBlazers. Second one on the way and good for Trey Tollett. Any driving down. Again, they're able to break the press. There's Carswell. They were looking for him in that same spot where he just hit the 3, but the pass overran him just a little bit.
Yeah, the pass about 1.5 feet, 2 feet out of bounds. He tried to haul it in like a receiver on the sideline, keep those toes in. He's able to catch it. He's able to pick up the first down, but not able to stay in bounds.
We're halfway gone in this first half. Blazers Dawgs have come out firing. Good long-range shooting. They've got 3 3-pointers. There's a man who's got 2 of them. Driving in. The shot wouldn't go for Taz Sherman. Rebound tipped around and controlled by the TrailBlazers. Burford's going to drive all the way in, and he's going to go to the line for a pair. Wintrell Williams hit with the personal foul. That's the 3rd team foul against the Blazers Dawgs. Burford no good on the first, and back into the game comes Adrian Munoz. Not overwhelming height, Steve, but knows how to use his body.
Yeah, he is a skilled athlete. You could tell early when he scored those 6 points just how well he is able to move. Has good feet and good awareness of not only the game of basketball, but where he is on the court.
And there he is getting the offensive rebound on the missed free throw. And he draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Instant impact into the game by Munoz. The foul's going to go against Ethan Adams, and that's the 4th team foul against the Blazers Dawgs. First personal on Adams. Munoz sinks the first. We've got some great games on schedule for you here today. As Munoz hits the second one as well, he's got 8 points. Our first 2 games of the day will feature championship bracket finals. Again, the championship bracket finals earn you a spot in the Final Four. Those will be played today. We will crown national champions today. So you're looking at winning, for some teams, they've got to win 3 games today to win a national title. But they're used to playing that many games here at the PrimeTime Sports Tournament. Everyone getting their workload in. The foul goes against Ethan Adams on the offensive end. His 2nd personal and the 5th team foul. Following this game, we'll have the 11th, 12th grade boys division championship bracket D final. And then our next 3 games to follow will be national championship semis. We're in the Final Four stage at that point, 1 from each age division. The 11th, 12th grade boys division is combined as Taz Sherman hits a short jumper, and he's the first player in double figures with 11. 9th grade boys, the 10th grade boys are separate, and then the junior seniors are combined. Driving inside, all the way at the other end. The scoop shot was too strong off the glass. And Munoz is going to push the issue up the floor and draw the blocking foul. Adrian Munoz knows how to play basketball. Foul charge to Taz Sherman, and already 6 team fouls against the Blazers Dawgs as Munoz goes back to the line. So our first one on tap will be the 10th grade boys championship national semifinal, followed by 9th grade boys, followed by the 11th and 12th grade boys. And that's the last of the games until we hit the national championship games. Munoz drops in the second. 9 points for him. We will tip off the 10th grade boys national championship game at scheduled 3:15. 4:30 we'll see the 9th grade boys national title game, and at 5:45 the 11th, 12th grade boys national title game. So from what we've seen in the last few days, we should be on schedule for those. We're able to bring those to you all for free right here on the Primetime Sports Network. And Trey Tollett is going to be whistled for a carry.
Tried to hesitate. When he did, he palmed the basketball. Something that you see often, and it's a good thing that they're calling it here early, set the tone, but also to teach these kids that's not the way to play basketball.
That's going to be the second foul charged to Dakota Thompson of the Blazers Dawgs. And I would expect him to be subbed out here. He's played a lot of minutes early, signifying his importance, and they don't want to get him in too much foul trouble. Munoz just missing that first free throw.
Dantzler checks in for Dakota Thompson.
Munoz can't get the second to go either. Ball bounced around for a long time before Trey Tollett was finally able to track it down for the Blazers Dawgs. They're up by 2 possessions as we tick down on 6 to play in this first half. Left wing 3 ball on the way. That one just off the mark. The tip up is no good, and the rebound controlled by Enna. And we'll have a foul on the floor. That's Ethan Adams, and that's his 3rd personal foul. There's only 9 players here today, Steve, for the Fort Bend Blazers Dawgs. When you're looking at playing 3 games today, you really can't afford to have someone in early foul trouble, because that means they're not on the floor and everyone else is having to exert extra energy.
Yeah, that really can play a factor later in this tournament. There's a block there by N.A.
So Augustine Inney hit with his first personal, and that's the 5th team foul. And that's a particularly close call, Steve, because not only are they thinking that maybe it wasn't even a foul, but just before Javon Dantzler went up for that, he lost the ball. I mean, he almost didn't even have control when maybe the contact was made. You could make that argument as well, I suppose.
I didn't. And the coach for the Texas TrailBlazers is saying, well, when he did go up, he put his arm out. He pushed off as well. So the fact that he even got the block says something.
So Dantzler goes 1 for 2 at the line. Nice no-look pass underneath from Augustine Inney, and it's an easy bucket for Jackson Carswell. He's got 5. Here's Tollett, buying some time behind the back, nearly lost it. Wintrell Williams resetting the half-court offense. He's got that 5-second call going against him, finally able to break it at 4. Going to throw one up off the glass with the right hand, and it just bounced out. Inney's looking for a full-court pass. Nice touch pass to Munoz, and he got fouled. It's going to go against Javon Dantzler, and already that's the 9th team foul against the Blazers Dawgs. First personal against Dantzler, and Munoz is going to go back to the line.
3 of 6 at the line is Munoz. But he's just 1 of 4 in the last 4 shots at the line.
First one good, and Munoz the first player in double figures for the TrailBlazers. Second one goes down as well. He's got 11, tied for a game high with Taz Sherman of the Blazers Dawgs. Here's a 3 from the left wing. Just a bit too strong. Good box out and a rebound from Jackson Carswell. Innie buying his time, splitting two defenders, strong off the glass. That's a good take by Augustine Innie. And he's on the board for the first time. As the lead is trimmed down to just one.
You're the Fort Bend Blazers. Got to get your offense going.
Pass splitting two defenders. Dantzler goes up. Fancy shot that was nowhere near the rim, and on a second chance effort, he got it to go. Good battling inside by Javon Dantzler, who now has 8. Still a one-possession game, though. And Innie has it stripped away. Tried to split two defenders. They were ready for him, and then a foul on the other end. Nate Beatty with his second personal foul and the 6th team foul against the TrailBlazers.
Tightly called game early. Probably the most fouls we've seen in a first half this early in the game.
I think so as well. Pass underneath. Dantzler somehow found himself all alone. Nice spin move and an easy 2. Dantzler's in double figures with 10.
And just looking over at this court and the courts that we can see, these are all groups of officials that we haven't seen yet. So that might play a factor as well. Which I think really plays in with the teams and the players themselves. They've gotten used to a certain way of calls being called, certain calls being made. Now you bring in a 3-man crew. There's more eyes, more people to see what's going on. It breaks the court up into thirds. The lay in there by Dantzler.
Yeah, certainly there's adjustments to be made. And there was a whistle on the floor before that pass. Just timing issue we're getting sorted out here. It is 3:14 remaining. Open 3 from the left side, way too strong, but the offensive board there, but couldn't get it to go. It was a strong rebound from Tyreek Rivers, who had checked in not long ago. Second chance effort had it stripped away, but it'll stay with the TrailBlazers. Pass underneath. Munoz saw it, bounced out. Great look and couldn't get it to go. Breaking the other way. Good recovery speed there from Burford. He was the last one to touch it. It'll stay with the Blazers Dawgs. Pass inside. Munoz went for the steal, and it's a gamble that didn't pay off as Dantzler gets another easy 2, and he's got 14 points.
Impressive performance here in the first half by Dantzler. Just being a force, and it's come a lot because of just the energy he's bringing.
Munoz underneath. 2 more for Adrian Munoz, who has 13 in this first half. There's a steal. Innie's going to come the other way. Spin move down low, contact made, and it's going to be a charge. Going to say Dantzler just slipped in and set his feet in time. So Augustine Innie picks up his second personal, and that's the 7th team foul. As we're just over 2 to play. Coach Johnny Richard not happy with it. Tension's running high when you get to this level, that's for sure. Dantzler with a step back. Just a bit too strong.
That was a questionable charge call down on the block. Guy was right underneath the basket. Spin move, backing up. I don't think he was really set. Definitely wasn't at the place before the offensive player. So that foul will go on Dantzler, I believe.
Yeah, and that's Dantzler's second, and that is the 10th team foul. So they should be in the double bonus.
Just number 9, apparently.
There's no 1-and-1 situation here at the Primetime Sports National Championships. Only double bonus once the foul count reaches 10.5. Dish off down low to Munoz. That was contested.
2-on-2.
Nice steal by Burford. And now they'll be in the double bonus as that foul went against Bryce Piper. So Kyle Burford to the free throw line for the first time. And these are big ones as we're just over a minute and a half to play and the lead is 7. Make it 6. Burford drains the first.
Tyreek Rivers takes a seat.
Burford gets them both.
Nice job there by Burford. Calm, cool, and collected at the line on the biggest of stages.
Here's a three. Haven't seen him take one in a while. That one was short from Taz Sherman. Hit 2 threes in the early going. Has 11 points in this first half. It'll stay with the Blazers Dawgs on this end. As Dantzler took a seat, we'll see him sit probably for the remainder of this first half with 2 fouls. They can't afford to have him in foul trouble. Great heads-up play by Brandon Howell to bail his teammate out. Avoid the double dribble call. Howell's going to drive in. His shot is blocked by Inney. It's still loose on the floor. Inney's going to dive for it. Just poked out to his teammate. Pass down to Munoz, who lays it in. 15 for Adrian Munoz in this first half. Here's a long three-pointer that's off the mark.
Nice touch there by Munoz to tap that one out to his man, Dylan Miner.
Coach Richard asking for a timeout, doesn't get it. That scoop shot nearly went in, and it will come back the other way.
We've seen a lot throughout this tournament. Players that won't go up and just grab the ball with 2 hands on the rebound. It's one of the fundamentals taught. Go up with one, pull it down, pop it, slap it with the other hand right after you touch it. Come down strong.
See if the Blazers Dawgs look to hold for the last shot here. Got a 3-point advantage as the first half ticks down. 10 to go now. It's tipped away from Sherman. Now it's turned over. Trying to beat the clock on the other end. The layup just before the buzzer. What a take by Nate Beatty, and he trims the deficit to just 1 as we take the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. Championship D bracket final in the 9th grade boys division. Winner is going to the National Championship Final Four. This is the Primetime Sports Network. We get back underway here in this second half. It's a 1-point advantage for the Fort Bend Blazers Dogs. They're in the white uniforms, taking on the Texas TrailBlazers 2017 in those black unis. Close first half. The TrailBlazers were behind nearly by double digits at one point as they trailed by 9, but they were able to close the gap, including a layup by that man, Beatty, right before the first half buzzer sounded. Here's Munoz. He had a good first half as well. Pump fake on the 3, and now Miner will back everything out and reset. Nearly a steal. Driving in. Burford is going to pull up as he fade away to his left, and he got it to go. Good shot from Kyle Burford. Here's a long shot from the top of the key that's just off the mark. Strong rebound there from Burford. And that ball sails out of bounds, a turnover. Turnaround jumper in the lane goes for Javon Dantzler. He had an excellent first half with 14 points, but he had to sit over the final 2 minutes or so as he picked up his second personal foul. You only get 5 before you're out. There's a foul underneath. And guess who? It's on Dantzler. That is his third. First team foul here in the second half against the Blazers Dogs. And Adrian Munoz will go back to the line. Took 4 trips there in the first half. Went 5 of 8 from the line. Gets the first one here. 16 points on the game for Munoz. Got the second. Free throw so important when you get to this stage of the game. The loser of this game will travel down to the 5th place bracket, while the winner gets a spot in the national semifinal. Nearly 80 teams in this 9th grade boys division. So to say that you're able to make the Final Four is pretty impressive. There's a foul on the floor, charged to the TrailBlazers' Nate Beatty, and that's his third personal. Driving in, scoop shot with the left, wouldn't go down for Bryce Piper. And tipped out of bounds. They'll come back the other way for the TrailBlazers. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the second half. And a timeout called by the TrailBlazers. TrailBlazers leading this game by 1 point as they've got off to a decent start here in the second half. PrimeTime Sports, 12 years strong. An amazing national championship that they've put on. They don't do it with just basketball either. Soccer and 7-on-7 football, part of the PrimeTime Sports brand. PrimeTime Sports, the best game in town. Drive down for Munoz, and he has got 19 points. Impressive showing from Adrian Munoz. The TrailBlazers up there lead to 3. And at the other end, there's Dakota Thompson. That's his second bucket. The Blazers Dogs had to pull Javon Dantzler out as he picked up his third personal foul, so he'll have to sit for a little bit as they're going to need him down the stretch. Loose ball. Blazers Dogs able to keep possession. Here's a long three ball that barely drew iron. Out of bounds, and it will come the other way. Blazers Dogs bringing that press just as they did quite a bit in the first half. Was able to work sometimes. Others, the Trailblazers, were able to break it fairly easy and lead to easy buckets. There's a nice sidestep to the right past the defender and a great scoop shot off the glass from Trey Tollett. His first bucket, he's got 3 in the game. Pass down low. Ennis trying to get the extra pass to Munoz and went past him, but he chases it down. Here's Beatty firing the 3. Yes! Nate Beatty with the long ball. The Trailblazers regain the advantage. Reminder, we'll have another championship bracket final for the 11th, 12th grade boys following this game. Winner of these championship bracket finals go to the Final Four. Burford a drive inside, and that's going to be a block. No question about that one. It's going to go against Wintrell Williams, his second personal and the second team foul. To the line goes Kyle Burford. Burford gets the second. Driving in and stripped away. Nice take by Dylan Miner, and then he's fouled. Trey Tollett whistled for his first personal, and that's the third team foul against the Blazers Dogs. There's a good look at Augustine Inney. Played an important role. Didn't have to do a lot of scoring to play a major factor in this game as Munoz up and under with the right hand off the glass. Inney picked up 2 early personals, and he was able to play a big role before picking up that second personal and had to sit for a little while, but he's back in there now. Also foul trouble for a star player on the Blazers Dogs side as Javon Dantzler has 3 personals. He's on the bench right now. They need him. He's been their big scoring threat. Drive inside. Wouldn't go for Bryce Piper. The rebound tipped around to Burford. Here's Inney. Nice pass underneath. Augustine Inney finding the open man once again. It's Nate Beatty, the recipient. He's got 7 points, and the lead is up to 7 as a timeout on the floor. 42-35 lead for the Trailblazers. This is a championship D final, so the winner goes to the Final Four. Yeah, We resume play with just over 10 minutes to play. Winner will find themselves in the National Championship Final Four. These teams have to win 3 games today to win the national title. Foul charge to Dylan Miner. That's the second team foul. Hard on-ball pressure here by the TrailBlazers. They're going for the kill right now, and Innie gets the steal. Chance to break out. Innie's going to drive in right past his man. That's a pretty finish from Augustine Innie. He's got 4 points. And the lead is up to its largest for the TrailBlazers at 9. Taz Sherman, they could use some big shots from him. Had 2 3-pointers early. And Beatty's going to pick up the foul, and that is 4 on him. 3 on Beatty. Check that. Blazers Dawgs led this game by 1 at halftime. They were leading by 3. They had a turnover and a layup for the TrailBlazers right at the buzzer. And it's going to be an offensive foul with the elbow to Dakota Thompson. That's his 3rd personal and the 4th team foul here in the second half. But maybe that layup, that steal in the layup right before the half, really helped swing the momentum in this game. Blazers Dawgs led by 7 in the first half, and the TrailBlazers were able to battle back. Here's a 3 from the right side for Burford that missed everything. Out of bounds, it will come the other way. Bounce pass underneath. Burford tried to get it over to Jackson Carswell, but his foot was on the baseline. Tough break there. Pass inside to Thompson. That's taken away. Pass was a bit low, and Ennis with the quick hands to take it. Short little baseline jumper that's too strong. Rebound tapped around, still loose. We're going to have a foul against the TrailBlazers. It's going to go against Ben Long, who had just checked in. So under 9 to play now. Everything on the line for these two. Winner to the Final Four, loser to the 5th place bracket. Say you finished in the top 8 out of about 80 teams would be impressive, but try telling that to either of these two teams. They want it all. Beatty, who just came back into the game, and that's going to be a goaltend. 9 points for Nate Beatty. The man who charged with the goaltend was Javon Dantzler. He got there just a bit late for the block. Pass out the other way, and Thompson was trying to drive in. It got swatted away. Innie, pass over to Munoz. Yeah, he knows how to finish close to the rim. Adrian Munoz with 23 points, a game high. Here's a 3. They could really use that. It won't go. The rebound to Beatty. Dakota Thompson, 50, and Javon Dantzler, 34, in white, both playing with 3 fouls. 3 ball from the corner. That will roll home. Jackson Carswell with his second 3. He's got 8 points, and the lead is at its largest at 16. Here's Dantzler. That 3 won't go. Rebound nearly tied up, but Innie was able to wrestle it away. Burford not slowing down Innie, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Foul will be against Ethan Adams, and that is his 4th. 5th team foul here in the second half. It's a 23-6 run by the TrailBlazers to open this second half. And Nate Beatty has got some blood somewhere, so he's going to have to check out. Go get that taken care of so they can get him back on the floor. Head coach Johnny Richard calling out the play to his team. Whatever adjustments he made at halftime, it is really working for the TrailBlazers. Munoz gets the pass inside. Somehow that layup didn't go down. The offensive rebound is there. That was no good. Another putback. That rattled out too. Burford on a fourth attempt, and he's going to go to the line. First foul charged to Brandon Howell. That's the 6th team foul. And here is Kyle Burford at the free throw line. Burford now 4 of 5 after that make. 8 points on the game for Kyle Burford. The rebound was not able to be secured by Tollett, and Munoz takes it to the rack. Impressive play from Adrian Munoz, who has 25 points, and the lead is now up to 19. Time running out on the Blazers Dawgs. If they're going to make a comeback run, it's got to be now, as that shot went off the under part of the backboard. Burford not slowing down at all. Spin move, pass underneath. He's able to get it to Aiden Wright. And Wright gets fouled. First one is good for Aiden Wright as he breaks into the scoring column. 6 different players now have scored for the TrailBlazers 2017. That last foul on Javon Dantzler, that's his 4th personal. So 2 players playing with 4. Javon Dantzler, 34, and Ethan Adams, number 5. There's going to be a lane violation against the Blazers, the TrailBlazers that is, so no second free throw. And it's going to be an offensive foul against Marion Huntley. His first personal and the 8th team foul. See if the TrailBlazers just look to work some clock here. They're still attacking inside, and shuffling his feet before the shot was Aiden Wright. So it'll turn back over to the Blazers Dawgs. Dakota Thompson driving to the hole, and his shot is short. Innie the pass out in the front court, and he had it stolen away. He was able to tie it back up, but the possession arrow will give it back to the Blazers Dawgs as we're under 6 minutes to play. It was a good start in this game by the Fort Bend Blazers Dawgs, but it has been all TrailBlazers in this second half. 28-6, they have outscored Fort Bend. Burford's going to drive in. His scoop shot is a bit short. Foul there is going to go against Burford, his second personal and the 5th team foul. Blazers Dogs are going to start needing some long-range shot. There's a pump fake and a step inside the arc that's no good. Rebound is tipped around. Wow, nice job by Burford to strip it away from Thompson from behind. It was a clean takeaway. The winner plays in the championship semifinal, which will be today at 12:45. Winner of this game gets the winner of a close one going on in the court next to us. Jackson Tar Heels and the Bears out of Chicago, Illinois. Pull-up jumper, no, and the Blazers Dogs remain cold here in the second half. Pump fake, one step to the right. That three was halfway down and then popped out. Lorenzo Daniel Jr. into the game for the TrailBlazers that came away with that board. The TrailBlazers will look to work a little bit of clock here. Beatty got whatever blood issue he had taken care of, and he's back on the floor for the TrailBlazers. The Blazers Dogs are going to have to start putting some pressure on the ball. Carswell's going to fire a three from the left wing, and he makes it again. Third three-pointer for Jackson Carswell, who busts into double figures with 11. It's a 24-point advantage. That shot missed everything. No problem for any to track it down as he kept it in bounds. Carswell dribbled into trouble and had it taken away. Thompson on the other end. His shot is short. Goes out of bounds, and it'll come back to the TrailBlazers. Javon Dantzler will check back in. Remember, he's got 4 personal fouls, but it would appear that it is too little too late for the Blazers Dogs. Dantzler had a huge first half with 14, but he's been held to just 2 here in the second half. He's been on the bench for a good portion of it, being in foul trouble. Foul on the floor, charged to Brandon Howell, his second. That's the 9th team foul. Fresh into the game, a baseline jumper that won't go for Jackson Frazier. Hard drive the other way, and with the left hand, Trey Tollett got fouled. He'll be charged to Frazier, his first personal, and the 6th team foul. And Trey Tollett to the line. First one somehow did not go down. Blazers Dogs have to think there's a lid on the basket for them here in the second half. They've been able to score just 6 points in this second half. Meanwhile, their opponent, the TrailBlazers, have scored 31. Really and truly a tale of 2 halves as Tollett is able to get the second. Foul on the floor, charged to Trey Tollett. That's his second personal. The TrailBlazers are in the double bonus, so they'll shoot 2 on the next foul. Pending there is one. They're looking to work some clock right here. Timeout called by the TrailBlazers. 2:13 to play here in Duncanville. And it's a blistering 23-point advantage for the TrailBlazers. This is the PrimeTime Sports Network. Pass underneath, and Tyreek Rivers gets his first basket. And the running clock now will be in effect. Once the lead reaches 25, a running clock starts. It doesn't stop until the team trailing gets the lead back under 20, as there's a steal and a layup for Brandon Howell. Good job to dribble through traffic by Lorenzo Daniel Jr. The TrailBlazers getting a chance for their starters to take a rest, as they know that they've got to play 2 more games here today, hoping that the second of which will be for a national championship. But one thing's for sure, they have reached the Elite Final Four. That 3 is off the mark. And we will have them on this court at 12:45. We've got a tight game going on the court next to us. The winner of that will take on these TrailBlazers. There's a steal and an easy lay-in for Dakota Thompson. The TrailBlazers will look to just dribble this out. And that's going to do it. 61-40, your final score, as the TrailBlazers take care of business against the Fort Bend Blazers Dawgs. Just an unbelievable second half effort from the TrailBlazers. They outscore the Blazers Dawgs 33-11. Final stat lines for the Blazers Dawgs: 16 points for Javon Dantzler, 11 from Taz Sherman, all of those in the first half, 7 for Dakota Thompson, 4 for Trey Tollett, and 2 for Brandon Howell. For the TrailBlazers and head coach Johnny Richard, they were led by Adrian Munoz, who had 15 in the first half. He finished with 25 for the game. 11 points from Jackson Carswell, 9 from Nate Beatty, 8 from Kyle Burford, 4 points from Augustine Inney, but he played a huge role in other areas of the game, 2 from Tyreek Rivers, and 1 from Aiden Wright. So these Texas TrailBlazers will play in the national championship semifinal on this court at 12:45. Reminder to stay with us. Our next game coming up is the 11th, 12th grade championship bracket D final. Team Talent will take on the Texas Blue Jackets, and the winner of that one will find themselves in a national championship semifinal as well. Until then, for Steve Braun, I'm Josh Haley. This is the Primetime Sports Network.